Is there something I can do for you? How can Elda hate the Dark Elves when she knows so little about them? You didn't hear it from me, but if you want a real drink, try the Corner Club in the Grey Quarter.
This is where dreams come to die. Let us not draw out our visit any longer than is necessary. If we do not leave this place soon, I will be forced to end my life in protest. Okay then. I really like that Susanna girl who works here. She is wicked pretty.
Every night, I walk around the Grey Quarter and let them Greyskins know what I think of them.
This here's Candlehearth Hall. Great rooms upstairs, and there's a bed for rent on the ground floor.
We ought to dig a big hole. Throw all them dark elves and Argonians in it.
Got some fresh
and let
baked
'em
bread
tear
and
each other
good
to
cheese
pieces.
if you're after a bite to eat.
Only thing I hate worse than those scalebacks are them filthy Greyskins.
Mind you don't get fresh with Susanna. She plays the flirt, but it's just to get good tips.
The Grey Quarter's a disgrace. Them dark elves live like animals.
Those dark elf refugees will take over this city if we aren't careful.
Can't see why we let them dark elves live inside the walls. We should kick them out like we did to the scalebacks.
Need something?
Good afternoon.
Yum, 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 yum. A delicious sweet roll down the hatch.
You a dark elf lover? Get out of our city, you filthy piece of trash. Get out of my face. Need something? Don't like it? Too bad. This is our city. Ours! Don't think I can take you? 100 septums say I can punch you back where you came from. All right? Fists only. And none of that magic stuff either. Let's go. Come on. Let's see what you're made of.
You just gonna stand there and take it? Fight back! Who taught you to fight? Keep those hands up!
Do your worst.
Who taught you to fight? Keep those hands up!
I'll bury you.
12 septums on the big one.
That wasn't a fair swing. Yeah, here.
You want to talk? I'm thinking this inn is not so nice. My father always said alcohol is not the answer, but it does make you forget the question. Okay, let us get back to it.
Yeah? What?
I will attack on sight. Hey, silly spider! I hope the Greybeards are welcoming. They sound like they could be a stern bunch. The rift smells arboreal. I love it. Let us go.
Nobody has the time to spend on this. Not pleasant, but it's the truth. If you want to help, ask some of these gawkers if they saw anything useful. I'm going to examine the body before the rats can get to it.
Be on the lookout. The butcher could be around any corner.
This is a shame. No, sorry. But I did notice that her coin purse was still intact, so whoever did this wasn't after gold. I'm going to keep preparing the body, if you'll excuse me.
The Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years. What could it mean? The return of the Dragonborn? And who among us could possibly hold that honor?
Another one.
Such power?
Terrible. I heard a scream and came running, but she was already like this when I got here. Will you spare a few coins to help
Always
someone
sad
who's
when
got
someone has
nothing?
to die. Sorry, I thought I saw a fellow running away, but didn't get a good look at him.
By the gods, it's true, isn't it? A dragon has attacked
I
Whiterun.
ain't asking for much.
How could mere men bring
Just
down
few
such a beast?
seconds.
Just like always. Nobody saw anything useful. Bastards escaped again. Look, friend, if you think you can do better than the Legion of Guards, be my
divine
guest.
smile on
You'll
those
need to talk
who
to the
show
steward,
mercy
though.
and
We
charity.
can't just let anyone go around claiming to be on official business. If he's willing, then we'll talk.
This is where dreams come to die. Let us not draw out our visit any longer than is necessary. Windhelm is miserable beyond measure. My fleas say they are near suicide. If we do not leave this place soon, I will be forced to end my life in protest. Okay, let us get back to it.
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same.
The people are behind.
These are difficult times indeed, when men stalk their brethren like beasts. My men are stretched thin as it is. If you offer your aid, I gladly accept. The guards will be told to assist you as necessary. I'm happy to lend a hand as much as I can as well.
What's left of Skyrim to wager? We are their...
What is on your mind? Who rules from here? Some depressive hater of light and joy? I'd rather sit in Mammoth Tongue than a throne in this building.
You know that.
Let us go.
He's doing some ritual, trying to call the Dark Brotherhood. But who's going to stop him? Me? I'll have no part of that. I have to wonder. What does the Dragonborn do once he's been summoned by the Greybeards? Can the Thu'um be taught, like any skill? What is it? Dragons? All right then. I noticed a trail of blood leading away from here. Helgud's taken the body into the Hall of the Dead to prepare for burial. She's a little crazy, but if she knows anything, it's dead bodies.
Something on your mind? I'm thinking it is quite cold here. I'm wondering why we are in such a dismal town. The cold usually doesn't bother me, but here it cuts like an ugly knife. What's next?
Nervous being alone at night, especially these days, with the butcher prowling the streets.
You have something to say? Let us go.
You think? So we're ready to start this war in
Any luck
earnest?
finding the butcher?
Soon.
Frigga Shattershield's old place? It's been abandoned ever since she was killed.
King Torik.
I think her mother, Tova, has the key.
Clearly a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with.
Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
We're ready.
I've been a bit out of sorts since our daughter was taken from us. I'm sorry. She was very dear to me, and it's rather painful to think about. I'd rather not talk about my daughter, if you'll excuse me. Well, all right. What exactly do you need to know? Yerim? Well, I'm not sure what you think you'll find there, but you're welcome to have a look.
You want to talk? All set?
Large diagonal cut from left shoulder. Well, she's dead, but I guess that's not unusual, at least not for somebody in here. I mean, someone who's not me, that is. Sorry, was only joking with you. Oh yes, right, of course. The only unusual thing is the shape of the cuts. They look like they were made with... well, the ancient Nords used these kinds of curved blades when they embalmed their dead. I don't know who in Windhelm would even have something like that. Other than me, of course. I wouldn't hold out too much hope. Now, I really got to get back to the body. Lot of work to prepare her for the grave.
I am here for you. Let us go. There is a bit of damp over there on the wall. This is not a nice house. It reeks of pain and distress. I bet most homes in Windhelm are the same. If I lived here, I'd be tempted to accidentally burn the place to the ground. Okay, let us get back to it.
And what would you have me do?
How goes the investigation?
With us. He's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
Have you been talking to Viola Giordano? She posts us all over the city, and someone keeps taking them down. Ask her about it if you want an earful. I've never seen anything like it. I would take this to Calixto at the House of Curiosities. He has a good eye for strange trinkets. Might even give you a bit of gold for it. If you'll excuse me, I must return to my duties.
Your friend. My sister and I once traveled the world to assemble our collection. Such adventures we had. Let me see. Ah, yes. This is the Wheelstone. It's an heirloom symbol of the power of Windhelm. Traditionally, it's carried by the court mage. I would, be interested in acquiring it. If you're willing to part with it, that is. For a piece like that, I could pay 500 gold. Wonderful. This will be a splendid addition to my private collection. I don't care much for the war, one way or the other.
What is on your mind? What a load of old junk. All set?
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? Be on the lookout. The butcher could be around any corner. I've been following him for months now. Well, not actually following. Trying to find him. The guards won't help. The people won't help. I'm the only one who thinks he can be caught. Oh, they care, all right. Just none of them thinks to do anything about it. They say I'm just snooping around bothering people. But I'm trying to save lives. They say they're too busy with the war. I say, what good is winning a war if we're still terrorized by one of our own? Huh? What's it say? Woundfirth. There have been rumors swirling about him for years, as long as I can remember. But he's a dangerous man. That's why they call him the Unliving. I wouldn't approach him directly. This information needs to go straight to the steward. He'll listen to you.
I am here for you. I'm wondering why we are here.
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true. I beg your pardon? Necromancy. I am a member of the College of Winterhold. In good standing. They haven't allowed necromancy for hundreds of years. My what now? I've never kept a journal, I can assure you. What exactly did this amulet look like? I know it well, or at least I've heard of it. I would wager that carving once depicted a skull. That is the necromancer's amulet, of legend. It appears you were at least half right. There is necromancy at the heart of this. Yeah. Calixto and his books are often confused about such matters. It happens to the best of us. I've been noting a pattern to when the killings happen. Now that we know they're tied into some sort of necromantic ritual, I think I know when the next might occur. Let's see. From a Lordus of Last Seed until a Midas of Hearthfire, it will happen soon. Very soon. Keep watch in the Stone Quarter tomorrow night. That's almost certainly where the killer will strike next.
Never should have come here.
Mr. Dragonfly is worried about the legality of what we just did. He thinks we should go.
Still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely
Any luck finding the butcher?
Whoever we replaced
Ismir's
them
beard.
with,
The man was always a bit odd, but I wouldn't have expected.
We're ready when
You've done the city a mighty service, friend.
things hinge on
I believe you'll find the guards to be a bit more
could save
cordial
the
with
city
you in the
without
future.
bloodshed, all the better.
the people are behind you.
Many
Travel
others
safely.
still
It's dangerous out there.
Then let them die.
Let me give you some room. I am in your way. I am sorry. You want to talk? This place is boring. If you need anything else, just ask.
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this. Strength and steel are well and good, but magic is the true power in this world.
Such a shame what happened to Susanna. Her beauty was the only thing worth suffering this place for.